All right, so as I said, today we're going to be meeting the Maverick. And the Maverick is your inner rebel with a cause. And as I have introduced both with the accumulator and with the ruler, I want to just give you a moment just to think about that, the Maverick and the inner rebel, your inner rebel with a cause, and just allow you to see what gets created and it comes up from within with just those words. And already you're possibly getting an image of someone you know, whether it is someone famous or someone in your personal community that may fit this Maverick archetype already. So I'm going to tell you more about the Maverick archetype very shortly, but the reason why these archetypes are so important is because they give us such vital information about why we behave like we do with money, why we spend money or don't spend money, why we feel the way we do about money. It gives us such an insight as to why our wealth is like it is and what we're able to do to be able to increase our wealth, to be able to move through and grab hold of those strengths of the archetype that are within us already, but get hold of those strengths of our archetype to be able to really create the wealth that we desire. Let's be honest, everyone's goal is financial freedom, and the archetypes are that key to be able to open that for you. So as I said, there are eight sacred money archetypes, and the Maverick who we're seeing today is the third one I'm introducing you to. Over the next 2 weeks, you're going to get to meet all of the sacred money archetypes. But if you haven't met me before, hi, my name is Brooke. I'm a financial intuitive and money mentor here at Laura Elkerslassie & Co. At Laura Elkerslassie & Co, we take the vital pillars of energy, strategy and profitability to be able to work with purpose-led entrepreneurs to create the financial freedom that they want. Financial freedom is different to everybody, but be able to reach that goal, to get to that endpoint is what we are all about, and we absolutely understand and believe that we cannot do that, we cannot reach that space unless we have those three pillars supported of the energy, the strategy and the profitability. And of course the sacred money archetypes fits beautifully in with that energetic support. So as I said, we are going to talk about the Maverick today, and when we dive in and you understand your sacred money archetype, it really is like unlocking your money code. It really does help you understand, and the ahas that my clients get, that even as people who are watching these mini masterclasses have messaged and reached out to tell me like, oh my God, you were describing me, how did you know me so well? It really does give such clarity, and I'd love to hear from you as well as I'm going through with the Maverick. If it sounds like if you know that the Maverick is in your top three, let me know. Tell me where the aha moments are, what really resonated, what really felt like, oh gosh, yes, that is me. So we are going to, as I said, it's all about the Maverick today. The Maverick who is our inner rebel with a cause. Because that's the thing about the Maverick, there is always a reason behind it. Yeah, they always love to push the boundaries, but it's not like they're pushing the boundaries just to push the boundaries. There's always a reason and a cause behind it. They are wanting to create that end product, yeah, whether that is financial freedom, however that looks like for them, but they're absolutely willing and happy to push the boundaries for that cause. So if we have a look at the Maverick, the Maverick really does illuminate that risk is essential. So the Maverick loves to take risks. It's not, for the Maverick, taking risks, it isn't something that keeps them up awake at night. It is something that is just embedded in them, that they are just drawn to do. They are quite comfortable taking risks, especially financial risks. And our Mavericks are very creative. They are highly creative with money. They're highly creative of how to create money. They always have new ideas flooding in, and they are the ones who, as I said, push those boundaries where the creation of money is there as well. So others may have ideas about how to create money or a new product or a new service, but the Maverick is not afraid to go and create it. They are quite happy to take that idea, to take all of those little snippets that they receive and to go and create with it. If you tell a Maverick that it can't be done, that's like giving them like a light to their inner fire for them to go and find a solution in a way that it can be done. Yeah, they love, as I said, pushing those boundaries, loving to create, loving to do what others think is not possible. Yeah, the Maverick is also very courageous, and it is that courage and that tenacity that they possess, which is how they're able to take those risks, how they're able to make those decisions with their money that perhaps other Sacred Money Archetypes would not do. If we talk about the accumulator absolutely would not take the risks by any means like our glorious Maverick does. So they're willing to take those financial risks, and they always are willing to take them if there is that exchange for that big financial windfall. So if there is like the big financial windfall at the end, the Maverick is willing to take that risk, whether it is like all or bust. That's okay. But as long as there's that all at the end, yeah, they've got that courage, they've got that tenacity, they're going to go for that. Our Maverick is also not, they don't like to conform, let's just say they're a non-conformist. They are quite happy staying in their own lane. They are quite happy to stand out in the room. They are not going to shy away. You will find them pushing the boundaries, making the changes, being able to talk and have the conversations about taking risks and this financial strategy, or this is what they're doing at the moment, this is what they're involved in right now. They're quite happy to be talking about these financial adventures, as they would be for the Maverick, and really just not bothering whether someone else's opinion tells them that they shouldn't be doing it. They're quite happy, as I said, to stay in their own lane, to walk their walk, talk their talk. They're not fazed about other people's opinions of them. If someone says, oh, that's, you know, why are you investing your money in that accumulator again? I'm going to go there. Why are you investing your money in that? That's not a safe option to be investing in. The Maverick is like, well, thanks for your opinion, that's all cool, but I'm still going to go for it. So the Maverick, yes, they're quite happy to be their own being, have their own ideas, their own goals, their own values, and to stick with that. And the Maverick leads in that way. That's how they are, this leader. The Maverick loves to be able to show others what is possible. Yeah, so they lead by example. So they want to show you that it is possible. They love becoming, like, they're drawn to becoming the hero in a sense. Yeah, of stepping in and like, instead of winning the day, showing that it's possible. Yeah, you can have your dreams, you can have your goals, and you can create them. Look, I have shown you, I am showing and leading the way. So the Maverick is our leader, but leading in a slightly different sense to how some of the other archetypes would. Leading in the sense of wanting to show what's possible, to ignite that fire within others as well. The sacred strengths of our glorious Maverick. So as you may have picked up, the Maverick is very clever. Yeah, and it is this, I guess, they need to have that wit about them, yeah, because they have a gift of structuring deals, of handling complex financial transactions. They really do want to know about the numbers. They pay attention to their numbers. They pay attention to the financial details. And that is how they are able to create or discover whether it's a risk they're worth taking, a risk worth taking for them. So they will do their due diligence, but they also, whereas others will do their due diligence and go, oh, it's a bit risky, the Maverick will do their due diligence and go, oh, I reckon it's going to be a pretty good return if it comes my way. So they, just because they make these risky decisions, don't ever think that the Maverick is making them because they are ill-informed. They are very clever. They do their due diligence. They love the complexity of a financial transaction, and that inner knowledge, that additional knowledge that they get is part of what, you know, burns and fans that fire to be able to take the risk and to make that creation. Our Maverick is also flamboyant. It is one of their sacred strengths. They live and love to live a flamboyant lifestyle, which is where also again ties into taking risks with money and getting the huge windfall of cash after. They love to take those risks, and that gives them the opportunity to have that flamboyant lifestyle. Yeah, they love to be able to show off and to walk that walk. They see taking risks as a game, and it becomes part of that flamboyant lifestyle as well. The last sacred strength of our Maverick is that they are very charismatic. Yeah, everyone loves the Maverick. And I feel it's more like the energy that the Maverick, the Sacred Money Archetype, gives out. It is that because they show what's possible, because they push those boundaries that the other archetypes are not comfortable in doing, we are all drawn to them like, oh my goodness, like that is possible. Did you see? They give that hope, they give that sense of what financial freedom can be like, and it really does draw those to them. So, what are the challenges for the Maverick? Have a quick glass of water, then I'm going to tell you all about it. And with all of our Sacred Money Archetypes, they each have a challenge. They all have their own challenges, just as we all have our own challenges. So if you are the Maverick, hopefully you've been nodding along as I've been talking about their sacred strengths and giving you a bit of a background overview of the Maverick. And then you might be nodding when I start talking to you about the challenges of our Maverick as well. So the first challenge of our Maverick is, I'm trying to work out a nice way to say this, but let's just go there. They can be quite secretive and even potentially deceiving and have this deception about them. And where that comes from is about money. Because they're happy to take those risks for that big payout, there's also going to be times where they have that bust as well. So because they have these big financial highs and lows, the Maverick can be quite secretive about their windfalls. You may hear that the Maverick, all of their times they win, you may very often not hear of when one of those deals did not go the way they wanted it to go. You may find yourself watching the Maverick going, oh my god, they always just like, they are so lucky. But that's because the Maverick likes to keep hidden the deals that don't go so well and the financial lows. So that is one of the challenges for the Maverick, is really being able to be comfortable to have and acknowledge both of those parts of their financial life, the highs and the lows. And another part of the challenge and part of the Maverick, what it is to, well, I guess their lesson or where they need to work on is understanding those risks, being comfortable with the risks, knowing that the highs and lows will come if they continue to make those risks, but also being able to see whether they're actually worth taking. Yeah, if you're a Maverick, you don't have to take every risk that you're given. You don't have to take every deal. One of the other challenges with our Maverick is that they gamble with their financial security. You may have picked up that up in what I was saying already, because they like to take those risks. They have the financial highs and lows. So often when they are taking those risks, they are gambling their financial security, which can be hard to be in a relationship with someone who is a very, has that Maverick Sacred Money Archetype very strongly within them. Especially when you've got that secretive component too. So it is really about understanding why it's happening so you can have the conversations with them. And as a Maverick as well, it's acknowledging like your financial security, if you are involved, if it's more than just you, is that it does impact others around you as well. So that is a challenge for the Maverick. Yes, they can gamble with their financial security. And with the Maverick as well, the last challenge for them is they often get caught in a need to win approval of others. And what's the best way of winning approval of others? Showing them how much they can make money, like show them all the financial wins and taking those risks and pushing the boundaries and look at me, look what I can do. So they can often get caught taking risks or, you know, bigging themselves up or like really pushing those boundaries even further if they are caught in that need for approval. So if you're a Maverick, you're possibly going, oh yes, or if you know someone who's a Maverick or even just have an inkling of that's who they are, you'll be doing the few nodding yourself, I am sure. So the Sacred Money contract of our Maverick. With the Sacred Money contracts, each of our Sacred Money archetypes have their own contract, and part of the contract feels very safe with the archetype. Another part of it feels like a really big challenge. And so if you are a Maverick, I'd love you to listen to your Sacred Money contract and just be aware of your body's reaction. See what happens when you hear it. As I said, there'll be part of this contract where you say, yep, I'm comfortable with that. Another part going, oh, no. So the sacred money contract for our Maverick is to balance extreme risk with financial security. And from what I've told you about the Maverick, it may be already obvious to you as to which bit is uncomfortable, and that is the financial security, balancing that extreme risk with financial security. That is what is very uncomfortable for the Maverick, because they're quite happy to take that extreme risk, yeah, but being able to balance that financial security, to always have financial security, because the Maverick doesn't. The Maverick will often have these highs and lows. To be financially secure constantly can feel quite uneasy for the Maverick, because they're not used to it. Yeah, they're used to having the highs, they're used to having the lows, they're used to being able to dealing with a lot of cash, and they're used to like being able to scrimp without much. But telling a Maverick that they can balance that extreme risk with financial security is very hard at times, at the beginning of the journey at least. And again, these sacred money contracts are part of what we work with in the 3-month Sacred Money Archetype coaching package. It's where we get to spend 3 months one-on-one together, working with your individual sacred money archetypes and really pulling and creating that profile for you to understand exactly what's happening in your financial life and how you're able to move through those blocks. So if you are interested in joining me for 3 months in that, check out the comments. The link will be there for you. So how do our Mavericks create that alignment? How do they do that? As with all the archetypes, there are 3 questions which actually come from the Sacred Money Archetype cards. And I want to share these with you if you are the Maverick. And I invite you to spend some time just considering these. And again, these questions have been created to be able to push those boundaries, which you normally like, Maverick, but possibly pushing them in a way that is uncomfortable for you. So these questions are to help you create that sacred money alignment. So the very first question I want to bring to you, Maverick, is what is the most simplest practical way that you could generate a year's income within the next 90 days? So first you need to work out what that year income is, and for the Maverick you have lots of highs and lows, yeah, but what is the simplest and most practical way? Now the reason this is a bit of a challenge for the Maverick is because they have these huge big ideas, yeah, trying to get them to have a simple and practical idea it's quite hard. They normally have, as I say, these big flamboyant ideas and want to reach for the stars, like this big payout. But Mavericks, what is the most simplest way, the most practical way that you could earn a whole year's income in 90 days? Yeah, in a quarter. And again, taking some few deep breaths to let go of those big ideas and seeing if you can simplify it. That's where the challenge is for the Maverick. The next question I want to ask the Mavericks to help them create that sacred money alignment is to list 8 ways your life would change if you created a secure bread as bread and butter income. I was going to say bread as butter. But if you can you list 8 ways where your life would change if you could create secure bread and butter income? Just, again, that normal income. How would your life be different if you had regular income coming in? If you had that salary constantly, every week, every fortnight, every month, yeah? If you had that secure income coming into your bank account, into your life, every day, every week, every month, whatever the frequency is, list 8 ways how your life would change. So as I said, and as you would have heard, the Maverick is not used to having that security. And the last question for the Mavericks to consider is, if your income was assured for the rest of your life, how would you feel fulfilled? How would you feel fulfilled if your income was secured for the rest of your life, you didn't have to worry, you didn't have to take those risks, how would you feel secured? How would you feel fulfilled? Again, so often the Maverick gets that fulfillment from taking risks, gets that fulfillment by pushing the boundaries, by scrutinizing the financial deals, by creating that complex, financial decisions. They get that fulfillment, that excitement, that rush by doing it. So if income was all done, was all sorted, you didn't have to worry about it the rest of your life, what would you do to feel fulfilled? And I want to add a little bit on there. Do you do any of that now? Yeah. So as I said, they are the 3 questions for our Maverick, and these are to help you consider, and to create that sacred money alignment. Before we wrap up, I'm going to leave you with the Maverick's empowering money mindset. And again, this mindset has been created to stretch you a little bit, to stretch the Maverick into their new truth. And again, you may like just to feel your body's response to this. If you are a Maverick, you may like to close your eyes down. However you wish to receive it is absolutely perfect. But the empowering money mindset for our Maverick is sometimes the biggest risk is investing regularly in the tried and true. So you can see how this money mindset is a huge shift for the Maverick, yes? That's why that's their empowering money mindset. It's why we are stretching them. Yeah, so the new empowering money mindset we invite all Mavericks to take with them is sometimes the biggest risk is investing regularly in the tried and true. So take that with you, Mavericks. So thank you for joining me as I have introduced the Maverick in this mini masterclass. If you would like to join me for the rest of November, I would love to have you here. I am going to be introducing you to the remaining 5 of the Sacred Money Archetypes. You can find the previous ones I've done on our YouTube channel, Laura Elkaslassi & Co, also on our Facebook page. And if you have any questions, as always, just send us a PM, DM. So the rest of the mini masterclasses will be running over this month of November 2022, and you can join me for those. If you check out our events in Facebook, you will see that they're all there. You also are going to get a little bit of a sneak peek. I am creating a self-paced program at the moment for the Sacred Money Archetypes. If you want to be able to create that profile of yourself and understand deeply exactly how the Sacred Money Archetypes play a role in your financial life as well as the financial life of those around you, you can put your name down and jump on our wait list. It will be released at the end of this year, so I'm really excited to be able to get that in your hands, to be able to really open your eyes and understand what is happening in your financial life, how the energy of the Sacred Money Archetypes can be used to support you and to create that wealth that you desire. And of course, if you've just loved everything that I've been telling you and want to come and hang out with me for 3 months, you can do that in a one-on-one program. If you check out our website, and again, the link in the comments will take you there, we can spend 3 months where I will personally create that profile for you. I will lead you into understanding all of the Sacred Money Archetypes that are in your energy, and we're going to be able to create new boundaries, create new rules, create this new lifestyle that is going to be able to move through your money fears and really embrace the strengths that the archetypes give you so you can create that financial freedom. That is what these archetypes are all about. That's what they are here for. So yes, I would love to invite you to join me there as well. If you have any questions about the Maverick, pop them in the comments. I have rounded up the last 2 Sacred Money Archetypes last week with just checking in and filling in with the energy of the Maverick to see if there was anything that they wish to commune with you, with us in this time. And I will do that again for the Maverick, and just giving you some time to put anything in the comments. As with all energy, we can communicate, we can commune with it. It is all around us. And so whether you're the Maverick or not, whether you are listening to this live or not, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you hear this message. If you're here listening, know it is for you. It's going to be relevant for you now. So I'm just going to check in with the Maverick. As I said, the last week we had the accumulator and the ruler just leave us with a word. I'm just going to check in with that Maverick. I smile because it's the Maverick is leaving us with the word stability. And considering after everything I've just told you about the Maverick, it makes me laugh that that is the word that they are leaving us with, that the energy is leaving us with. But it's stability in their, again, their own terms. The Maverick's like, yes, I want stability, but I still want to have that excitement, that fun, that thrill. I want to build that stability based on having that safety. I want to feel that safety. And the Maverick is saying, if you know, the energy of the Maverick wants that stability, wants that financial stability, but also doesn't mean that you have to lose that energy, that flamboyancy, that excitement that comes with creating it. Yeah, you can create an income, a stable income, financial stability, and still have that excitement, that like bursting of creativity. Having a financial stable like that lifestyle is not going to take that away from you. Yeah, that is what the Maverick wants to leave you with. Okay, thank you so much, beautiful ones. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I will be back in a couple of days to talk to you all about the celebrities in town on Thursday. Join me then. Thanks again. I will see you soon. Bye for now.